Om Namo Shivaya. Namaste. I am Sivanandaji and I welcome all the viewers to your favorite Ayurvedic news Germ Veda channel. Today's topic we are going to discuss about the herb of grace in Ayurvedic. The herb is Brahmi. This is known as Brahmi Saag. We will discuss in few topics in a few sections. The first section will be covered with Brahmi as its nutrition value, its scientific name. Second, we will be talking about its diseases and the effects it puts on our body, about how that Brahmi helps in those diseases. And the third part will talk about the side effects and the dosages sections. So let us start with this topic. But before starting, I welcome all the viewers over here that there will be a subscribe button and there will be a bell button. Please subscribe it and press the bell button so that you will get the notifications for all the details work we are doing in our Ayurvedic herbs, vegetables and in fruits channel to describe all those things, and all the notifications will come to you beforehand so that you can get all the updates about the topics we are making on the disease and the sections in the Ayurvedic part. So let us start with Brahmi. Now Brahmi in our Ayurvedic, it is a very historical subject. It has lot of values inputs throughout the years, number of years, and Brahmi has been taken as one of those herbs which is called as the herb of grace. It is sometimes called as water hyssop, and it is sometimes even also called as in the scientific name as Bacopa Monnieri. So this herb is naturally found out in the marshy lands above the sea level 4,400 meters high, and this herb has a species almost looks the same with the leaves of a different shape and size, but the original Brahmi which we know in India, that is with the small leaf with a round like shape which you are seeing it over here in the picture. This is originally called as Brahmi, and all the nutrition and the food values which it imparts into the human civilization is really taken as a grace of God, which was earlier not known to us. A lot of research has been done on this, and the chemical nutrition values which were found, it is of immense boon to human civilization in the form of that this medicine works for your brain. Now let us start with the nutrition part. The nutrition parts over here, it has some of the contents of the chemicals which I am talking about is damatine type, tritoponinum saponin with jujubonin. The second is alkaloid bromine, and the third is herpenstein. These are some chemicals of name in the scientific terms which will be of immense importance for our brain. The other part of the nutrition values is that same thing of it has the proteins, it has the carbohydrates, it has a fat part, it has a fiber part, it has vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, potassium, magnesium, iron, all these kind of things which are found in this herb in immense part. Only carbohydrate in traces, cholesterol is almost nil since it's a vegetable, it's a grassy leaf plant, and it has a white petal like flower which you can see. This flower and petals and the leaves all are having a medicine value which can be taken for your benefits. Now we come into this you can see it in the form of a chart. You can note it down and put it into your life's practice. Now the point we come into the disease sections. Now what kind of diseases actually occurs in a human being which this Brahmi puts an enhanced part of it. Let us come with the first part of it with the head. Yes, we are talking about the hair. The hair part plays a great role in splitting of hairs in the form of dandruffs. It cures dandruffs. It helps the growing of thick hairs. That is Brahmi Saag helps a lot. Then we come into the brain part. The brain is the most important organ in our body which is inside it. Brahmi is the only herb in the Ayurveda which deals with all the issues of the brain. Now brain has certain diseases like Parkinson, Alzheimer, dementia, amnesia. So these are something related to memory, related to intelligence, and related to concentrations. Once you have these diseases, these things hampers, and if you not have any diseases, and if you still take Brahmi, the Brahmi enhances and address the issues of intelligence, concentration, and memory. After that, we come down to the part of the digestive system and the respiratory system. This digestive and respiratory system over here, Brahmi also enhances and purifies it because it acts as an antioxidant. It has a therapeutic content of the value, and it has an antioxidant part of it also. So antioxidants means again those immunity parts come into picture. Immunity is antiviral, fungal, and all that kind of immunity related resistance to cough, cold, and all those things. Over here it enhances, and it gives you the respiratory and digestive related issues are like ulcers, gout. These are certain diseases which makes your inflations in your stomach, and that is been addressed by Brahmi. After that, we have another very important disease which we are talking about is called arthritis or multiple sclerosis. These are some terms which we are saying it, but actually what these are, I'll tell you in a simple way. We will say that how pain and inflations are related with Brahmi. Pain and inflations of arthritis and multiple sclerosis and gout and all those kind of things which occurs in a human being is not directly related to arthritis and all, but it is something indirectly related to a brain. When your brain gets affected, the coordination with the brain and the body hampers, and that results in all kind of this kind of momentary, motionary, robotic movements which we do. This gets hampered because your brain is connected with the spinal cord, the nervous system is connected to your whole parts and the body, and whatever movements you have, these kind of things are being related to it. So that is one part of it where you are talking about the disease that Brahmi helps you with. The arthritis kind of diseases which are called bone related diseases, Brahmi helps you in another very critical disease, that is diabetes. It helps you to lower your sugar levels. So you consume Brahmi as much as you can do it. I will tell you how to consume it in the doses and the food section. So far you remember that it helps to lower your blood sugar levels. Then there is another disease called glycosemia. Now this is a very interrelated disease which happens in you. The symptoms are related to anxiety and vomiting, nausea, weakness, and then shakiness, sweating, hunger, and irritability. All these are little bit of connected towards your diabetic related issues, glycosemia, what we say in our medical terms. And there is a confusion, incapability of making decisions, there is palpitations in heart, there is blurred vision, headache, and all those kind of issues that you see it when you are not control of your brain and your body. So there is a dryness of your mouth and lips, and these all things are the things that happen. And there is a mental confusion. Your brain and the body and all these things are so interrelated that it gives you if it is affected by these diseases, then it doesn't gives you a coordinate way of and a normal way of living. And Brahmi helps in these ways to keep all your nerves, your body and your mind in a strong position so that you can live a hearty and strong life. Now we come to, with these things, we come down to the dose section. Now how can we have this in our medicinal values? First of all, Brahmi can be taken as a juice. It can be made into a juice in the morning. In the empty stomach you can take. Those who are really, it's little bit sour in taste, and you will not find it, so you can have it with little bit of honey, and this juice can be taken into 10 to 12 ml in a day for a dose for children and adult for a 15 to 20 days, and then you take a gap and then again you do it. Don't take it continuously. Overdose of it will keep you you may feel vomiting, and it doesn't helps your digestion, because it enhances your, if you are already suffering from ulcers and all these things, then you will feel the nausea kind of a thing. So with this, the dose you can take it as a liquid, then you can take it as a capsule or a powder in the dry form, in the powder form, that also in a doses of 200 to 250 micrograms in your day-to-day life as tablets. And then you can take it in the form of, you can make a Brahmi, you can make a oil out of it, and this oil you can put it on your scalp, you can put it on your forehead. This will give you a very calming and stress-free life. It cools down your brain, and you will have a good sleep. Insomnia, those who are suffering, they can apply this oil. And if you consume Brahmi also in regular basis, I am sure that you will be having a very deep sound sleep. So the another way of having Brahmi is making it in the form of a saag, and what you call as a cooking food in your day-to-day recipe in the house, and you can have it with your rice every day. And the other last one is that is an important way of having Brahmi is having with ghee. If you have ghee with you, and then rice and Brahmi Saag for taste purpose, and you can consume that way also Brahmi. It will help you in a lot of way in that way. So these are the doses which we can, Brahmi can be put into tea also, and you can consume that tea, so that actually also relaxes your nerves and brains, and it will give you a freshening part. The other factor of this is, so these are the doses way of how to consume Brahmi in your day-to-day life, but don't consume it over in excess or too much in an empty stomach. The side effects of this Brahmi is that if you are already suffering from thyroid, then you should consult a doctor and take the doses according to it, because it aggravates the thyroid. So thyroid patients should avoid Brahmi and should take a consultation with the doctor, and then you should come down that how much you should be taking in the Brahmi, in what doses and in what pattern form. The other is that it will give a side effect of dry lips and dryness, uneasy thing in the mouth, you will feel it. So that is your taste buds will actually not work for that, and that's uneasiness feelings that comes on. So you will be out of taste for a few days. So that is one of, if you are having those kind of symptoms, then you can know that this Brahmi is not suiting you, so you should not be consuming it in a quantity. And another effect, that if you consume it in too much part or in an empty stomach, and you are not habituated, you are a newcomer, then you may feel a nausea and vomiting kind of a situation. So this aggravates the abdomen part of it, stomach part of it, and if you are already suffering from ulcer or some kind of like that issues, then this gives you a vomiting and nausea feeling. So my dear viewers, I have spoken about this. In between, I am going to say to you a very important factor, that this Brahmi leaf, if you see this picture which has been given in nature, and if you see the cerebrum of our brain, these two are very much identically the same in shape which God has made in us in this nature. And this shows that how it has indicated to us, but now we know the importance of it. So this is going to help your brain, those who are students, those who are sitting for the exams, those who are studying hard and you are not able to memorize. If you want to enhance your memory and you want to be scoring very high marks, then consume this Brahmi as your daily diet in small doses as prescribed. This will enhance your memory, concentration and your intelligence level. So I hope I have covered most of the important points in which Brahmi deals with. Hope this video is going to help you. Many things have been written in the chart form, where you can put, if you have a notepad, you can write it down on yourself. This will give you a value input. and you are always welcome to give more suggestions. Anything details you want to know about it, any disease or more about it, you can write out in our comment sections. We will be very pleased to give you the other feedbacks and say you in details. And please don't forget that to subscribe the button and to share it, to like it, and spread it as much as to your near and dear ones, so that this goes to everybody and everybody gets a benefit out of it. And the good things which we are trying in this small challenge to make a disease-free India, Rog Mukt Bharat, which we say. So this is a small step, a small stepping stone, and all your cooperations and help and needs are required to make this more successful and to spread it. So in this episode we have talked about Brahmi. We will be coming with our next episodes, with many episodes from the Ayurvedic Shastras, the vegetables, the herbs and the fruits, and its values and disadvantages. So I hope you have liked it. Please share it, like it. For today I am ending it here. We will be soon meeting in our next episode. Thank you very much. Om Namo Shivaya.